Good evening, hope you had a great weekend. It is a week in the life, going to try and really go fast today because I think the last one I did was about 35 minutes long, so apologies for that. Rattle through it, pull out some key kind of learning points, but here we go. Yeah, so Monday I met with the founders of Jimmy's Iced Coffee, Jim and Sue's, lovely inspirational couple, roller coaster journey that they've had, but really smashing it with Jimmy's Iced Coffee selling all over the place. So great to meet other entrepreneurs. I did put a post, so if you want to find out more about that, maybe go back and refer to that post. Did some mentoring sessions, coaching calls. Remember, my Mondays tend to be fairly clear, so I can slot meetings in like that, but that's getting my tasks, my projects, my kind of buffer days, getting things up to date, focusing on a bit of exercise and health. Although recovering at the moment, still got a ripped calf muscle from playing football. I've concluded that actually playing football is not something I'm going to be doing moving forward, even though I would love to do it. It's just I get too competitive, too carried away, and I keep getting injured. So football, afraid it's game over, but going to keep playing racquetball. Yeah, a couple of mentoring sessions, a couple of coaching calls on Monday. Tuesday, we had a number of shareholders down from PPP, which was great. Presentation about PPP, where it's at, where it's going. Another mentoring session that I did with one of the staff members. We had the senior management team meeting for Platinum. So Tuesdays are my Platinum and Born days, generally speaking. Went to see a new school for Jude in the middle of the day to see how that was going, see if we might change him in schools next year. So just kind of having discussions about, really good discussion actually with the kids, with Ella and Charlie, about what's the right school for him. Do we think education kind of works? Is it, in terms of the way the world's going and all of that sort of stuff. So seriously considering at the moment, even though he's 10, maybe doing one more year at school, but actually seriously questioning whether secondary school is actually going to be the right option for Jude and whether we take him out of school completely. So that is a work in progress, that one. Mentored Katie Hedgecock's session with her, Mike and Claire's daughter. Amazing young woman, what she's doing, where she's got to, kind of natural entrepreneur, dropped out of university, or I should say put it on a bit of a sabbatical. I'd be surprised if she goes back. Already earning very good money from her own business. Got lots of potential in things that she could do, which is wonderful. Tuesday evening, I'll put some pictures below, but we opened, Mark Cribb opened Urban Garden. So that's our new bar and restaurant on the lower ground floor of the middle of the 3 hotels with some amazing outdoor terraces. So have a look at the link below, some of the photos below. You can see I'll do a post, I'll do a tour with Mark at some point, and we'll go around and show you what an amazing job that he and Richard's wife Louise have done on the interior design, and the whole team that were involved in that really have created something very, very special. And we actually went there for my nephew's 21st birthday on Saturday night. So so that's ramping up. That is good. Wednesday was up in London. We did a budget review. I met one of my mentoring partners, just had a follow-up mentoring session there. And then probably my highlight of last week was a 1-hour prep mentoring session with Kevin Cahill, who is the founder of Sport Relief and the former CEO of Comic Relief before he semi-retired in 2016. So I've been mentoring Kevin on his next stage of his life goals, where he's trying to get to, filtering all the different opportunities that he could move forward with. Really, I mean, the guy's raised £1 billion for charity. So it's a pleasure and an honor to be working with him on a one-to-one basis and mentoring him. And in turn, he's going to be mentoring me about philanthropy and some of the things that I want to be doing in this next phase of my life. Went straight into that to a meeting with Crisis, planning the 3rd of June ending homelessness event. The Eventbrite link is now live. You'll probably be getting I'll be doing another, some more communication about that, when it is, where it is, who it's for, what it's for. But really excited about that. 6 till 9 in the evening on the 3rd of July. So maybe put it down as a provisional date in your diary. We've got some, NLA, RLA, Arla, Kevin Cahill coming along. Jeremy from Peace One Day is going to be speaking about how he built Peace One Day into the amazing organisation that is, be talking about impact profile as well a little bit on as part of his talk. So real great lineup of speakers, as well as some innovative providers of solutions for homelessness. Okay, and also I've got some ideas around use of technology in helping to reduce and end homelessness as well, which I'll be sharing at that event. Then we had some internal meetings with the team up in London, which was great. Thursday morning, I had a fantastic meeting with Greg White, the CEO and owner of a business called Sportsphere, a sports marketing agency. They represent most of the more Olympians and Paralympians than any other marketing agency in the country. So had a great chat with James, gave them some feedback on what their business, the questions that they asked me, what Greg could be doing, should be doing, and looking forward to working with those guys moving forward. We then went into a presentation to a beauty brand that does about 25 million a year turnover with 3 brands, high street kind of names. They sell their products in Boots and other places. So this was a presentation back of a 6-week testing process of seeing if their products would sell in digital and social landscape. 7 people in there. And just really, really interesting, right? That for me, the key thing about the digital disruption, the digital revolution and social media, changing the way we communicate, the way we get influence and give influence, that fundamentally it's a people problem. Organizations and people with a fixed mindset are just being left behind. I think many people's businesses are going to be devastated by the change that is happening and that is coming. And yes, I think they have some challenges in this particular organization with the mindset of some of the people that we have. Conversely, we met Boots, head person in digital from Boots. They want to take one of their makeup brands, their own makeup brand, from 1 billion in sales to 3 billion in sales in the next 3 years. They had a director of MarTech, marketing technology, who apparently spends 50% of his time going around just explaining what MarTech is. Okay, so it's really fundamentally a people problem. If you don't have a growth mindset, if you don't develop a growth mindset, like the motivating kind of Monday post that I put out with the difference between unsuccessful, successful people, that's essentially, do you have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset? You need a growth mindset in this world to survive. Okay, your kids, if you have them, are going to need a growth mindset. They need to be challenged. They need to think outside the box. They need to learn. They need to develop. Little case study for you in terms of proper good parenting, I hope, with Jude, our 10-year-old. He's one of his first toys, little cuddly toy we bought him when he was about 2, was a little husky dog. And ever since then, he's still got it, absolutely loves huskies. Okay, Jude has just, I've encouraged him to be persistent, 7 no's before you get a yes. It gets quite annoying sometimes. But actually, last week, he was waking up early, going on the laptop in the kitchen, Googling how do I convince my parents to buy me a dog? And then all these things that he was coming out, we could foster a dog, we could do this, we could do that, we could do the other, just not letting it go. He'd even costed it out. He's like, right, I've been on eBay, I've been on Gumtree, you can buy a husky for £300, a pedigree one's £1,000, a rescue one's £200, all this kind of stuff, because at 10, he's got the initiative. We've taught him about having a growth mindset. And interestingly, when he said about fostering, I said, Jude, there's a website called Borrow My Doggy. So we went on Borrow My Doggy, made contact, reached out to 7 other dog owners. And this Saturday, it's not a husky, but we've got a 5-month-old baby little Labrador that we're going to be looking after on Saturday morning, all as a result of Jude having the right mindset, being taught the right things, using the internet, being persistent, and actually having parents that want to kind of reward that behavior. So he's really excited now. He's got kind of what he wants, and then hopefully we will find somebody with a husky as well that wants a bit of help walking it and looking after it. But if you've always wanted a dog and you don't have one, or you've got a dog and you want some help, Borrow My Doggy, great little website. It's $12.99 premium membership for the year. And breathe. Right, and then finally, before the weekend, Friday the 17th was amazing day. We had a stand on the shoulders of giants. We had some mentoring. Somebody mentored us at Bolt Digital about personal branding. And this is somebody who was the marketing director for a guy called Stephen Bartlett. If you don't know who he is, check him out. He wears a cap. He was a sort of 21-year-old entrepreneur, First full year of business, they did 6 to 8 million in revenue in their first full year of trading. Company's called Social Chain. The guy we're working with now was there right from the beginning. It's really funny. He was only about kind of 21, I think, when he was given the job as marketing director. And the first thing he did is he had to Google what a marketing director was and what they did. So he's now left. He's kind of on his own, working with us, as well as with some other very high net worth clients. And just, it was amazing. It was like, my videos and all this sort of stuff. The Bolt network's slightly different. It's been a testing ground, but we now have a blueprint for world-class content creation, production, curation, all of those sorts of things. So that's going to really, once we start working on that, I just had a meeting about more of my content and what direction to go in. So yeah, fantastic. We've just now got the playbook about how to develop personal brands, the missing piece of the jigsaw, which was great. Couple of challenges last week with some of the team members. We very sadly, not sadly, but it just wasn't right. We had a member of the Bolt Digital team that actually it wasn't right for him, wasn't right for us. There wasn't the right kind of fit. So we had to make the tough decision, had a conversation with him. So actually it was quite an easy conversation in the end, but it was like, look, it's not right for you. It's not right for us. Let's talk about it. These are the reasons why. This is what we could have done differently, but hey, it probably wouldn't have worked anyway, even if we'd have done those things. It just wasn't the right fit. And interestingly, before we gave him the job, I said, actually, my preference would be for you to be a consultant and we'll just run it on a month by month basis. Let's see how it works. And then if it doesn't work, it's a lot easier. Actually, he didn't want to do that. So we had to bite the bullet, give him a full-time job, but it unfortunately didn't work out. So that's business, right? My nephew's 21st on Saturday. We all went out on the boat. That was lovely. We had a lovely meal, 13 of us. Great to see my dad, my sister, all our kids all together, growing up too quickly, as I'm sure some of you will appreciate. There we go. That was it. 10 minutes, 12 minutes, quicker, better. Hopefully that's useful. Last thing to say, couple of late nighters. So it's really busy at the moment, and got a kids half term next week, so got a week off. But yeah, lot of stuff going on. So normally when I'm super busy, what I do, and I did it twice last week, is I have an early evening kind of power nap, 2 hours, 3 hours, get up at 10, 11, 12 o'clock, and then work through and get another 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hour session in. So that's how I managed to stay on top of everything last week. Okay, good. I'm not recommending that as healthy living and advice, by the way. It's probably not ideal, but hey, apparently Margaret Thatcher and Winston Churchill used to do it. So there we go. They probably both died young. So hope that's good. Have an amazing week. That's a week in the life. If you like it, let me know. Thumbs up. Otherwise, have a good week anyway. See you later. Bye.